Rodgers is the MVP this year. And if you were not long ago the best player I'd ever seen at the position, and then you win the MVP, you would say, well, okay, he took it back. Except that we've seen the emergence of Patrick Mahomes, who has now played 3 seasons. In his first season as a starter, he threw 50 touchdowns, should have won the Super Bowl. If not for a pre-snap penalty against his team, he'd have gone to the Super Bowl and I believe beaten the Rams. And he won the MVP. The next season, he gets better, at least in terms of touchdown to interception ratio, and he was 50-12 his rookie season, wins the Super Bowl MVP. This season, if anything, I think he got better again. 38 touchdowns, improved his touchdown to interception ratio again. And furthermore, guys, his team lost 4 games his first year, 3 his second, 1 this year when he's starting at quarterback. They almost never lose. Has the defense been great? No. Surely they have offensive weapons, no two ways about it. But the real thing is when you look at Patrick Mahomes, and this is the reason they're favored, and now may not be because he got concussed. Because the Chiefs have Mahomes, they're favored to win the Super Bowl since the preseason. Because they have Mahomes, they won the Super Bowl last year. Aaron Rodgers was the best I'd ever seen. But to me, Mahomes, if there's a difference between them, I acknowledge it's very close. Is Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre had a baby. He's got the gunslinger thing, but with Aaron Rodgers' decision-making and accuracy, and maybe even more of an electric arm, and he's a little bigger and stronger than Rodgers. I think Mahomes is the guy right now. He's the reigning Super Bowl MVP. If he's healthy, I believe they do it again, Stephen A., and I believe it's because they have him.
Aaron Rodgers put the world on notice. Y'all must have forgot. We know he's going to win the league MVP this year. We know he deserves it. But I would remind everybody, this is his 13th season as the starting quarterback, his 16th season in the NFL. And he is fresh off of completing 70% of his passes, throwing 48 touchdowns, just 5 interceptions. I know that Molly started off the segment saying, and I'm going to say it again, he's a bad man. The brother is special. Now, let me tell y'all something right now. I'm just looking at some of his career numbers. Right here, okay? Do you understand that in all the years, and we watched Jameis Winston throw 30 interceptions. We've seen Tom Brady throw about 14, 15 interceptions, stuff like that. You understand that Phillip Rivers last year threw 21 interceptions, even though he was much better this year? Do you understand that in his entire career, Aaron Rodgers has never thrown more than 13 interceptions in a season? That was one time. Another time, it was 11. He has never thrown double digits in interceptions in his entire career. He has 412 career touchdown passes and 89 interceptions. That's a better than 4-to-1 TD to interception ratio. I remind you, he's 37 years old. I remind you that they went out and drafted Jordan Love. I remind you that the other week, when he threw a pass to Tavon Austin, if I remember correctly, it was the first time in Aaron Rodgers' career that he threw a reception to a first-round wide receiver. They never even had the DC to get him in the first round. I mean, this brother right here, Aaron Rodgers, I understand that we're seeing things from Patrick Mahomes that are accepted. You know, and Max will appreciate this. I'm going to go the basketball route because Max tries to know this thing or two about basketball from time to time, even though I don't think he should be licensed to talk about basketball sometimes. But neither here nor there. You know, we didn't see from Julius Erving, Dr. J, what we saw from MJ. But we couldn't ignore the fact that he was the original. We couldn't ignore the David Thompsons. We couldn't ignore the Connie Hawkins. We couldn't ignore cats like this. You understand what I'm saying? I understand that there are people that take it to another level. And when Patrick Mahomes does that over a sustained period of time, I will bow down and give him props. But at this moment, right now, think about what we're saying here. We're going to talk about the greatness of Patrick Mahomes and how there's no way Aaron Rodgers is better. But in his 17th season at age 37, we're about to crown him league MVP. He's in the NFC Championship game. He's probably going to meet Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl.
You got me with the talent argument, the talent around him. That's fair.
I'm just saying, he's so special. And then when we take into account the conditions, not drafting the first rounder, drafting his successor,
that's what I'm
basically
saying.
giving them indications your time is
Based
almost
on
up.
what he has around him,
We
for
got
sure.
a contingency plan in place right in front of your face, and he shows up and balls like
Max?
this. Aaron Rodgers is so
Well, you know, both of you
special.
know, as both of you know, I never doubt the greatness of Aaron Rodgers. And I said, until I saw Mahomes, I thought he's the best I'd ever laid eyes on. And Stephen A., it's never easily Patrick Mahomes better than Aaron Rodgers. Easily better than everyone else I've ever seen, not easily
tape
better
from
than
you
Aaron
saying
Rodgers. Those two are in a class by themselves. They like Rodgers, although, yeah, last year Rodgers looked like he was slipping. At that point, Mahomes over Rodgers. But Rodgers at his best to Mahomes at his best, it's close. I'll tell you why I prefer Mahomes right now, especially. Rodgers had an unbelievable year. Don't forget, Mahomes lost one game all year. And that was a game against Miami where he threw a couple of interceptions, 2 or 3 interceptions. It was his worst game of the season easily.
Didn't he play
kind
against?
of wrecked his
did I miss
season
Max?
statistically by his
Didn't he play against Vegas?
by his standards. Sorry. He lost to the Raiders. He didn't lose to Miami. They actually won that game. In the game in which he played poorly, they actually won. Aaron Rodgers, the real mark against them this year was the loss to Tampa, who they now have to play again. Where he just got Devontae Adams back. He was forcing the ball. That was against Tom Brady in a very high-profile game, and Rodgers really wasn't good, and they lost. Now, whatever. Rodgers had an amazing season. But when you look at a snapshot, you're going back to career and say, look, not only is Rodgers winning the MVP this year, it's close over Mahomes, but he won it. He deserves it. But look at his whole career. But what I think is more relevant when talking about who's better right now is the recent past. Rodgers was not a top 3 or 4 quarterback last year. He's coming off a down year for him.
All right.
Mahomes, over the last 3 seasons, is easily the best player in the NFL.
Yeah,
and even this season is right there.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.